Hello and welcome to the LDM Show. How you doing? My name is Charles Laloma. Again, for the people that don't know who I am, I don't even know why I say my name, but you should know who I am if you're watching my show. But for the people that don't know, but anyway, thank you guys for coming. So today's show, we're going to be speaking about an update of the sex trafficking. I want to talk a little bit about that. But we are going to talk about a little bit of things that are going on in the news. I have two topics that I put up on my page, funny topics that we need to question, and how my experiment has been going. I think we are going to start with my experiment. And what I mean about experiment is I've been putting stuff online on purpose to see how people react, especially with everything that's been going on in the world. So with everything that's been going on in the world today, it's like I had to try to figure out, oops, sorry about that. I had to figure out, how do people react? The same way the government is trying to figure out how would people react certain ways when they tell them something. I said, you know what? Let me try to do that as well. So I've been posting up stuff, politician things and things like that to get certain people upset. But it wind up getting me a little upset because I'll be saying, wow, the sky is blue and the jets messed up the clouds. Some person would automatically come in and say, oh, yeah, but the dog ran across the street and messed up the whole fight. I'm like, what does that got to do with anything I'm talking about in the topics? I had a topic just like that, and people were saying other different things if they don't bring politics into everything, you know? Because some person would have been like, yeah, the Democrats messed up that cloud and stuff. Yeah, but you seen how the Republicans messed up with it with the jet? Like, what? Has nothing to do with that, but that's how the world is coming to now. Before it was always a black and white thing. Now it's about a Republican or Democrat thing. Like everybody, you can say something good about somebody, and automatically it will attack you without even knowing you. So that is like one of the biggest things that I have now that I wanted to say. Many people see me on TV or see me right here on Facebook or wherever you're watching me, whatever platform you're watching me on, and they assume they know me. And I always say, no, you don't know me, you know of me. It's the same way all the politicians and stuff. You know of them. You don't know them until the media or someone leaks it out. Then you know a little bit more about them. So voting is coming up in, 3 months? About give or take 3 months. I want everyone, and I mean every single one, to not vote just because you hate someone. Not vote just because that person is a different color or that person said one thing nice. You have to overall look at it. I did. I overall looked at Trump and Biden. I looked at both of them, and there's no up and down for me. They all just flat fell, both of them. So there's this thing saying, I hear a lot of people saying, well, vote for the lesser evil. Excuse me? So that means like if I was single, I would just go out for the girl that is just there because so what? So what? She's going to make me miserable for the rest of my life. I'll just take her anyway because she's the lesser evil. No, it doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. You don't just take for the lesser evil. This is the reason why the government is only giving you two evil people, because they know you're going to go for the lesser evil. Listen, if someone's going to shoot you and say, I'm going to shoot you, kill you with 3 shots, or I'm going to kill you with 2 shots. You're going to say, oh, let me take the lesser evil. I'll get shot 2 times and die. You're still going to die. So we need to force the government's hand and mindset, letting them know that our mindset is not going to take the lesser people. Because if you notice, every presidential time, they have like 20,000 people that's going to go for the president, you know? And then they start, oh, I'm not going to do it no more. Oh, I'm not going to do it no more. And then they start lowering and down to the last two people that they already knew was going to be it. So, the devil or the demon, I'll take none. I take none. So, with that said, because I do post a lot of stuff, and people think that I am going for Trump or I'm going for Biden. No, I go for the truth and the one that's going to take us out of this hole. So I'm not voting for none of them. I'm sorry. I don't like none of them. But shout outs to I was gonna say Raph. You know, he's always gonna be Raph to me. Felice is in the house. My brother-in-law is in the house. So Steven, what's going on, man? Tara, hello. So, you know, these are the couple people. But like I was saying, I'm not a settler. You know what I'm saying? I didn't settle because I don't like that word. Oh, you married that person? Yeah, I settled for her. What? Like, you know, that's just like the president. Oh, you like him? Nah, I just settled for him. So now we're going to have lesser evil. You know what I'm saying? So the economy is not going to fall down 70%. Now it's just going to fall down 68%. It's still going to fall. So let's force these candidates to know that we're going to vote for you only if you do what we need. Because you got to remember, they work for us. But right now, no, we're working for them. So we need to show these candidates we're not playing. We're not just going to vote for you just because we don't like the other guy. Because they both evil. I'm sorry to say it, but that's how I think of it. You know what I'm saying? They are both the same vote. So who's the lesser? I don't know. But I did put a thing up here because I know a lot of people don't like Trump. I don't like Trump for half of the stuff he does. And then some of the stuff I'll be like, okay, because he did some things. You know, this is the problem with a lot of people. You got so much hate in your heart that your mind doesn't open up. You cannot tell me that Trump did not do a little here and there for us, because he did a little here and there for us. Even if he did it under stress or just to piss us off, he was pissed. He was like, oh, freaking, let's just give them the 1,200. I don't want to give it to them, but let's give it to them. So what? He still gave it to us. And a lot of people say, oh, but it was our money. No, it wasn't your money. It was free. $1 trillion added to the budget, meaning that has not been taxed yet. So that means you have not even touched it yet. So he didn't have to sign it to give it to us. So for that, I say thank you. For everything else, I'm not going to really say thank you, but that's just me. But here's one of the questions I have for you. A lot of people don't like him for any reasons. I don't know. Whatever reasons you don't. You have so much hate in your heart. Even if he says, I'm going to give $1 million to people, everybody, whatever. He's up to something. Blah, blah, blah. You can never just say thank you. Come on. I got a lot of people that probably don't like me out there. But if they do something for me, I'm going to be like, thank you. No problem. You know what I'm saying? But here's my question to you guys. I said it for business people, but I'm going to say it for everybody. If Trump, for the ones that don't like Trump, if Trump knocks on your door and says to you, I'm going to give you $45 million for you, for your business to grow, or for your personal expenses. And all you have to do is say, you like me. What were you guys going to do? Answer below. What are you guys going to do? If Trump was give you $45 million. See, this is the part that I got a little upset on my post because I've been testing people's mindsets. Why is it that somebody's going to come up and say, oh, you must be a Trump lover? Where in my question did it say, I love Trump, and Trump is going to love you back and give you $45 million. I didn't say that. My question was, if Trump knocks on your door and gives you $45 million, and all you have to do is say, you like him, what would you do? That was my question. So anytime I put up a post, please stay to that topic, because I will delete it. Your comment, not the topic. Because that's not what we're talking about. But anyway, somebody said, oh, I don't care. I don't hate his ass. I'm not going to take it. Blah, blah, blah. There was another person that said, please, he won't even make it to my door. You see how when I put that question there, it wasn't really to see what if you're going to take the money or not. It was to see what your mindset is. You have so much hatred in your heart that the world right now, the economy right now is not that great. You guys are working on an unemployment that's going to wear down soon. Some people are on a job that they don't even know if that business is going to stay up. So you're going to tell me your person that you don't like just said, all you got to do is say like, and you got $45 million. You're going to say no? Yeah, okay. Trump, if you're hearing me, knock on my door. Forget what everybody else is saying. I really don't like you that much. But knock on my door. I'll be on CNN talking about nobody likes Charles. Charles, what do you think? Well, I'm right now in the Bahamas, in the beach, and I don't really care what people think. I'm having fun with my family here, and I'm $45 million richer. You know what I'm saying? And then plus, I'm a community person. So you don't think that I'm going to be like, okay, give me that $45 million because I'm going to take about $5 to $10 million and I'm going to open up a community center for the Bronx, and I'm going to open it up for the kids and everything to make them be a better person and try to squash that. So, I'm going to use your money to do something that you don't like. See? That's a mindset. That's all you got to think. Not with your heart. Oh, I hate him. I hate him. What could that money do for you? That's what you need to think about. You know what I'm saying? That's just my mindset on that. I don't care who it is. Bring me my money. Right, baby? Yeah. Shit. Put it like this. Married men. If Trump knocks on your door and says he's going to give you $45 million and you tell him go to HE Hockey 6 and slam that door, and then your wife comes back in, hey, how was your day? Oh, it was okay. I just told Trump to go on his way because he was trying to give me $45 million. You better call that boy back. You best to call him back. What's his number? 411. Yeah, I need White House. He just came to my house and he told me he was going to give my stupid butthead husband $45 million. He said he going to take it. He going to take it. When he wakes up from the cancatazo that I gave him with the pot, he going to wake up and tell you that he wants the $45 million. You know? My wife was like, damn right, you better take that 45 mil. But yeah, Felice said, please talk about it. It's okay. Everyone has different opinions. I still love people even if they don't agree, which is me. I only just don't like you when you try to be naive and not open-minded. That's when I'd be like, hey. But if we're still friends, we're friends. I'm not going to ruin my friendship because you don't like my opinion. That's why it's called opinion. But a lot of people, please, follow up your opinions with facts. And don't try to twist the facts around. You're not an attorney. And especially if you're going against me, I'm going to retwist it around. I haven't really lost the debate yet. So, and I love it. But the reason why I started putting those debates was for that reason. To see where the mindset is. I did debate war for somebody, and that one person said, I don't know who he is, he was on someone else's page, said to me, I still not going to go with all completely what you were saying, but some of the stuff that you did say made my eyes open, and you did make a point. That's all I needed to hear. I don't care if you don't believe that Ford is the best car, but if you can learn something about a Ford, besides that, it breaks all the time. But other than that, But yeah, it is a test to your ability. So open your minds, guys. That's all I have to say. Open your mind and your heart, and you'll see that a lot of the things in the world will be so like, oh, really? Because right now you live in a cloud, a dark cloud. If you open up your heart and your mind to a lot of stuff, you're going to see things that you never seen before. And that's the whole point of all my posts that I be doing. And I trigger. Like someone put a post, I trigger. Like if you're going to put something dumb, I'm going to hit your topic. So, hey, Rihanna. Mr. Rivera, ¿cómo está? He said the government tries to control the people. It is sad. They believe everything they say, which is true. right? This is me and my wife was having the comment, and I said, if the government, when this first whole thing came out, if the government would have said, hey, listen, you got to go outside and take a pile of dog crap and rub it on your face, and everything would go away and you'll be all nice, you see everybody looking for dogs. That's how bad it is, because they don't want to do the research. You know what I'm saying? So before you vote, research. I don't care how much you don't like Trump, how much you don't like Biden, but all because Biden is here and you want Trump out, you're going to vote for Biden. Because that's all I keep hearing. I ask questions online and I'll be like, excuse me, why are you voting for Biden? Because I want to know. Maybe you'll change my mind and I'll finally vote for someone, because right now I ain't voting for none of the two. But maybe you'll change my mind. But you know what I hear every time that someone is saying they're voting for Biden? Because I want Trump out. Biden, whatever his name is, Biden. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying Biden. My bad, sir. Biden. The thing that I keep hearing about people that want to vote for Biden is because they want Trump out. Is that a good reason? You know what they say? That's the best reason. But you know that's a demon and a devil, right? All right? So, but we're going to move on. But my whole point is, open your eyes, people, to anything, even if it has to do with politics. I don't care. Just open your eyes, and when people are talking to you, look at their side of you. Even in an argument, try to look at their side of you and see where they're coming from. Right or wrong, you have to be in the middle of some kind of agreement, correct? You know? It's just like when in my house, when me and my wife were discussing, like, what to eat. You know you cannot ask a female two questions: what to eat and where we're going to go. You can't ask those questions, because they always say, I don't know, but they do know. No, don't boo me, because you know it's correct. You know it's correct. Ask a girl, so where you want to go eat tonight? I don't know. McDonald's? Nah. Burger King? Nah. What about La Frame à la Flou? Whatever, you know, a French restaurant? No. So then if you keep saying no, that means you do know where you want to go eat. So why you just don't say it? You know what I'm saying? And then you pick the restaurant they wanted. You know what? Whatever. I guess we'll go there. No, you just wanted that. That's the one you wanted. So why you just didn't say it in the first place? Come on, guys. Work with me, help me here, because all I have is females online. Hey, Janet, hi, Queen Rose. Two of our sponsors are online, and they both females, so they know exactly what I'm talking about. Why y'all females never know where y'all gonna eat? No, let me rephrase the question. Why you females never tell a guy exactly where y'all want to eat? Y'all always beat around the bush. I don't know, until we say the name that you want. Because my wife does it all the time. If I say, where you want to go? I don't know. Applebee's? You know what? I forget it, because we're just going to keep going around. So we might as well just go to Applebee's. Please. You know you just wanted to go to Applebee's in the first place. See? And she's controlling the engineering part. That's why she's booing me right now. You know what I'm saying? She's commenting with a closed heart and and a closed mind. So, but anyway, we're having a couple a good time here, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun with some of the questions. But right now, let's get to a good thing about fathers. I've been reading a lot of stuff about how fathers are, which I'm going to be speaking about more next week, about how fathers seem like second best to their kids. And it's just like police thing. They don't really show all the good stuff that police do, you know? So they don't always see the good things that a father does. So I want to play a video, and I know my brother-in-law is going to kill me because I'm putting him on the screen right now. But he loves playing tricks on his daughter. There was I don't know if you guys remember the Oreo thing that you put an Oreo on your forehead and you have to like push it all the way down to your mouth, and then to see how many seconds you can take. Well, he did a video like that, but he didn't put an Oreo on her forehead, and she was like trying to get the Oreo down, and he kept saying, "You almost got it, you." but she never had an Oreo on her forehead in the beginning. So those are the things. Hey, Pro RV, how's it going? Pro RV is in the house. Tisha is in the house. So how you going? How you doing, guys? But I'm gonna play a real quick video. You might not understand what he's saying because he's speaking in Tagalog, which is Filipino language. But you can see exactly how he plays a trick on his own daughter. So are we keyed in to play this? All right, let's play this. So, yeah, again, a funny video. As you can see, he was try to fake a magic trick and everything. But again, I want to shout out Destiny Ban Oz. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the video. It's a delay. Destiny Ban Oz, who's online as well. Shout outs to them. Real good country singers, and they are a couple. So that brings me back to that one question. I wonder if Destiny Ban Oz, if the husband ever told her where we're gonna eat and she never knows, but she does know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, there are husbands or fathers like that play and have fun with the fathers. So we need to put more videos where fathers are doing things for their kids. And let's cut the myth that fathers are second best. There is no second best when it comes down to parenting. It's only one. You know, it's a parent. That's it. Parents, it's like you have 1,500s of them. You know what I'm saying? So let's cut that myth down that fathers don't do things for their kids, because they do. We're just secret, I guess. So, and this goes, I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the courthouses. Let's start looking at both sides and stop, because already there's been 3 cases that you guys would never hear because the media doesn't play it. But 3 cases where kids went to the mothers knowing the mother wasn't capable, but the judges still gave it to them. And one of them wound up sold, and 2 of them wind up dead. So let's not do that. But on a strong point, let's talk about a little bit about the women and men. So, Miss Destiny Osband, if you're still online, how we doing? But I got a question. Have your husband ever asked you, do you want to go eat somewhere? Where do you want to eat? And you tell him, I don't know, but you really do know? You just trying to make him guess or make him feel good when he picks it? You know? I'll tell you, my wife does it a lot. Or what are we going to eat? I have no idea. I'll be like, rice and chicken? Nah. Mashed potatoes? Nah. So what I do now, I put the food on the table when it's her time to cook, and then she'd be like, do you want to eat this, that you put it on the table? I'll be like, well, if that's all you're going to cook. She's like, whatever, you know. But hey, it happens. But I had a comment. I put a comment up on my page. We're gonna do the first question for New Yorkers who know what bodega means. What I don't know. I forgot what the question was. Anyway, oh yeah, name something associated with bodegas. Somebody said cat. My sister said drugs. A couple of people said hangouts, things like that. Yeah, because that cat is always on like everywhere. They have a cat in the bodegas. You know, who said bachata? Oh, they said bachata, the music, of course, the salsa music, loud playing. And what gets me in the bodegas, what I think of when I hear bodegas, is people in the background, in the back, drinking, and they're supposed to be stocking up the beers and stuff. For the people that don't know, a bodega is basically like a Spanish grocery store in New York City. I don't know in any other city if they still call them bodegas. I'm not real sure. But don't mix it up with a deli. The delis are the ones that are in the corners that sell deli, stuff, sandwiches and stuff like that. I got an answer from Patricia said, yeah, I say whatever a lot too. I know, you see, that's a woman thing. Whatever. Where you want to go? Applebee's? Whatever. If that's the only place you want to go, you know what I'm saying? So it is great. It's great. But yeah, the difference things in bodegas, I see that. I can say hanging out, cats, loud music, Spanish music. Back when I was younger, was people playing dominoes in the front of the store. The hangouts, of course. But now the hangouts went from dominoes, 4 or 5 people sitting in the front playing dominoes, to like 7 or 8 people just hanging out smoking, and you don't even want to go in the store no more, because you don't know what's going on. But yeah, those are the things that make me. I just wanted to see what people think about bodegas, and the reason why I wanted to try to get that out, because I wanted to see how the adults would think and what the kids would think, because the adults would think about, like I said, domino playing and all that stuff. So, but that is good. Let's get to the second question, I think. If we have about 20 minutes. So we're going to go up to the second question now. And the second question was, okay, what do kids cry about now that make an adult or yourself just shake your head? And when I mean shake your head, it's like, I can't believe this kid is doing this. What makes you do that? What makes you shake your head in that sense of the matter? You know what I mean? I say the way they treat adults. Not adults, elderlies. Let's rephrase that. How they treat elderlies is what makes me shake my head with oh my God type of thing. What else? I can say, Mama, what you say? And guys, comment below. I would love to hear what you guys think. What makes you look at a kid today and just shake your head? I say, as much as maybe my grandmother and my mom used to shake our head with the clothes we wearing, I can say the clothes they wearing now, because we wasn't wearing what they were wearing nowadays. Like nowadays, it's like, ooh, okay, Even 12, 13-year-old girls and boys are not leaving nothing to the imagination, especially the females, Yeah, that's what I said, the way they act with elderlies, and the adults. And like my wife said, with the parents. I seen a video with a kid cursing out the father because he was trying to leave or go do something. I don't really know what the video was too much about. All I know is he was cursing and everything. No. My video would have been short. What you mean, Dad? F you. And we bring you back to the regular broadcasters, And if someone would have been video recording my son trying to argue with me, it would have been straight 2-3 seconds. I don't give a F. That's all you would have seen. This video has been interrupted by the, and in the background, all you hear is boom, boom, boom. No, I ain't having it. You think you're a man, you want to come up to me like that? So those are the things that make me shake my head like, I'll be like those old people in the church. Child. Look at that boy. But those are the things, But let me know what you guys actually shake your head to. Because, like I said, I shake my head to that. You know, to a lot of the, because we used to, like, our fun was when I was in the 70s all the way maybe to mid 90s, maybe was like double dutch, skelsies, stickball. That's the stuff we used to do outside. Elder would have been like, hey, what you doing? We were like, oh, nothing, playing. Nowadays, an elder be like, hey, what you doing? What you think I'm doing? I'm playing stickball. Mind your business. Boy, yo, whose dad is this? Like, you know, it's too much. It's too much. And I think this is the reason why we need to reevaluate how we are bringing up these kids nowadays. That's just me. I'm not saying everyone has to do that. And I know the kids that are having kids right now, and if you're watching this video, you'll be like, here we go again. An adult trying to tell me how to raise my own kid. I don't tell you how to raise your kid. You know what I'm saying? Then they go, you know, that's the problem. If you come out to an adult, if they're giving you an opinion or their way of thinking how to bring up a kid, and you come out like that, that just means you're a kid yourself. That's what it means. Because it's no problem. You think that your mother or father or their mother or father just had you and said, I think I'm going to raise them according to whatever happens that day and whatever I think. No. They raising you the way they seen your mother or father raised them. Or their grandmother raised their parents. It goes down. And as things go down in history, you learn a little bit more and you pass those on. Like, listen, my parents did this. It didn't really work for me. I was still a pain in the butt. But I did this with my son and it worked fine. Pass it on. Pass it on. That timeout stuff, that don't work. No. This is my opinion. Nope, it's my facts. I've seen it many times. That thing does not work. Timeout. No, it's knockout. Knockout. That's what I do. No timeout. Oh, okay. Entitled. Yeah, that's a one real good one that I shake my head. These kids think they entitled. I want my game system now. Spend that $70. What? You better go make that $70. I ain't buying you no game. You ain't entitled to nothing. You entitled to go to that room that I put a roof over your head and I did. You know, that entitlement doesn't go nowhere. Risa said, facts, you have to try to break the chain. Exactly. In order to bring a kid up correctly, you have to learn from the adults that have gone, but also try to break the chain that didn't work. You know? Because you got to remember, when we were in the 40s or 50s or the 30s, you know what I'm saying? There was different ways of bringing up their kids because there was not so much electronics, let's say. Then you moved up to the 70s to the 90s. They had to readjust because now it was like the two parents wasn't really staying home. Or the one parent wasn't even staying home. Not like the 60s on down, or the 70s on down when one parent could stay home. When you started getting to the 90s and the 2000s, little by little, both parents started working. Now that you started in the 2010s, both parents automatically started working. So now you have to readjust on how you're going to interact with your child and show them without pretty much being there. You understand what I mean? So, of course, as time goes by, we have to learn how to be different parents than our parents were. But don't get it twisted or get it wrong. A lot of the things that went down from generation to generation still works. So don't fix what's not broken. If those things has been working through your generation, continue doing it, you know? But if you see that timeout, you put a kid on timeout 500 times, be like, listen, the books told me to do it this way. Wait, honey, I'm reading. I'm on chapter 2 right now. Give me a second. Yeah. It says, speak to him in a tone voice as you're looking at him. Are you doing that, honey? Are you doing? No, that doesn't work. Because you're reading a book of a person that wrote something that don't even have kids. Come on. That's just me. You can't learn how to raise a kid from a book. No. Put it like this. A lot of people don't know me. Know of me, but don't know me. I'm going to tell you something. I'm probably maybe a lost generation because I'm a Latino that was born in the Bronx that never did drugs, smoke, or drink. Yeah, let me say that one more time. A Latino in the Bronx that never drank, smoked, did drugs, or drink. Yeah, that's rare, right? Because you know why I did it? Because I seen other people. I was like, wait a minute, he's smoking, coughing up a storm. That cigarette smell stinks when he come. I'm not doing that. Wow, he's drinking. Had an uncle that died of alcohol, liver all damaged. Not doing that. Drugs. Seen someone fall, think he could fly. He jumped off the roof. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you learn by watching others. So if I see a parent that their kid is so freaking good, my question is, what are you doing? I want to do that. So learn from the elderlies that have their kids are in college and their kids are doing this and their kids are doing so great. You know what I'm saying? Learn from them. That's what I say. Risa said, great point. Less interaction can take a toll. So make the time spent count. And then, although my daughter are pretty good now, have had their moments in the past. That was Tisha from Destiny Banners. Tessa from Destiny Banners. But if you're still online, Tessa, what did you do to turn that around? Because maybe it was the teenage years. I heard that the teenage years wasn't that. It's just hormones. But what did you do to turn that around? Maybe some other people have that same issue going on right now, and they would love to hear it. But it is, I learned a lot of my stuff from experience. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing I did learn is when I was a child and an adult would try to tell me something, in my mind, all I hear is Charlie Brown. That's what I hear. Because I'm like, oh my God, here it goes. Another adult thinking he gonna tell me what to do. So then when I became an adult, I was like, wait a minute. A kid, if I'm telling them something, they probably looking at me and thinking the same thing. So I have to learn how to speak to the kids and give them advice without looking like I'm giving them advice. So that's what I learned. As you know, as a martial arts teacher, I had to teach them that, hey, that's not pain. It's going to go away, even though it's going to go away a long time from now. But, you know, I didn't want to tell them that. But eventually they got the kicks right. They got the stands. My son is the same way. It hurts when I'm standing so long on one leg. I'd be like, don't worry about it. Matter of fact, I'll do it with you. Let's play a game. And then we start playing a game, and he doesn't realize that he's learning. So I learned that through time, you know? So it's all about foundation or communication. When children feels they can connect and trust their parents, they most likely won't be a big problem. That was from Risa Johnson. She said, yeah, I can say that is true, but what happens when the teenage hormones kick in and their friends pressure them? The communication is good. That's one thing you're going to need. The one thing that is lost in the kids all in together, to me, you know, we have a little bit of time, but I want to get to this real quick. But to me, what is lost is eating dinner together. I think that's one of the main issues. Like, have a day where everyone is eating, and as whoever's serving, you serve, but in that meantime, everyone is on the table. So how's your day? It don't have to be every single day. It can be once a week, once a month, but it has to be a dedicated time where everybody is sitting down. There's no phones, there's no TV. It's just you guys sitting down, eating, just connecting. You know what I'm saying? We do that. Like my son, my wife be like, it's time to eat. He says, okay. He starts setting the table. He'll get the mats, put it down. I wind up getting the cups maybe, or the juice. My wife puts the food, you know. So, and we sit down. But lately, since I got to throw my wife under the bus right now, but lately, since my wife's been on a different food diet, she doesn't eat the same food with us. We eat before her. You know what I'm saying? But on the weekends, we still eat together. You know, because I can't cook what she now that she eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she told me I got to be on that same diet because I'm getting a belly, but she doesn't know I don't got a belly. I just got something that's covering up the 6-pack. That's what I got. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Well, she said, "Yep, teenage years. Parents need to support each other and not cave in to when their child nags or pressures for something, like say lolly, candies before dinner, supper. No means no, not no." I could keep going. Not mentioning anybody, husband. You know what? I laugh because my son supposed to go to bed, and he's calling, "Mama, mama," and I'm like, "Mama, your son is calling you." "No, I'm not gonna keep caving because he keeps calling me. He needs to learn how to go to sleep." And I go and I sneak in the room. So yeah, it happens, but that is so true. It quarantine belly. Yeah, let's call it a quarantine belly. But speaking of quarantine belly, it's been said on internet that people are getting a little depressed and teed off that people are making fun of their weight gaining during quarantine, and they saying not to call it quarantine belly. Please. You don't hear no beer belly people talking about, "Don't call me beer belly. This is water gain." You know what I'm saying? Please. It is what it is. You gain weight, you gain weight. Come on, laugh and joy on things that is going on. That's the whole part of life. To laugh and have fun. Respect to honor. I think that has to stop in the marriage. Respect, honor, and obey. That should just be a natural thing for everybody in the world. And laugh about it. You got to learn how to laugh like we're doing now. Because my kids, I'll tell you this much. I see some kids, like, my son sometimes tests us, and I'll be like, "Ooh, good Lord. Oh, Lord." I'll be forgetting some, because he's smart, but sometimes I forget he's only 4, But he does some things that are like, okay, you seem like an adult. But then he does some things like, oh, my God, you are a kid. But, yeah. Try to do that. Try to have a day with your kids once a week. Now, as goes on as well as when your kids leave, they go to college and everything. Make sure that you make it a point to make at least one time a year. I don't care which. It don't have to be a holiday, because let's not let the government tell us what day we should get together. Let it be one time that you and your family say, "Son, daughter, wherever, you're going to college, but January, or let's say April 23rd, the third Saturday of every April, we gather that weekend together." So don't never make plans, because that's the weekend we're going to sit together. And I don't care if you have to travel to your parents' house. But that's just to make sure you still connect, you still find out what your kids are doing, how everything is doing. Well, I'm just saying, because my wife said it should be every once a month. Yes, if you live in the same state, it should be every month. But if you live in different states, like if the kid is going to college somewhere else, every month, I don't know if your savings and your checkings is going to allow that. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be kind of hard to have your savings and checking bringing in your kids every single month. But so eating together, having at least once a month gathering if you live together, once a year if you're states away. If you're a drive away, I don't want to hear that. Take a bus, take a Greyhound or something if you're only one state away, or drive. But having the time together, I think that would help. Gathering in the family. And one that she said, not giving in to their every demands. Make them earn, not that allowance thing, don't fly with me. Because I can't wait till my kid says, "Oh, Daddy, when I'm going to get allowance because my friend, he said he gets $20 allowance every single week." I'm going to be like, "Yes? Matter of fact, son, since you're beautiful and you're my son, I'm going to give you $50 a week, every single week for allowance." Yes, I am. Follow up with a bill. Your light bill, your cable bill, your food bill. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him the bill. I want to see how much money you're going to have left. You didn't earn that allowance. But I took the garbage out. No, that's what you're supposed to do to have a roof over your head. But I cleaned the dishes. You're the one that dirtied it. You know what I'm saying? This allowance thing, no. Make them earn it. My son has a piggy bank, yes, but he has to earn it. Even though all the old ladies in his great grandmother's building gives him money, but he puts it away. But you still got to make him earn it. He wants to buy cookies. I take the dollar right out of his piggy bank. That wasn't me that brought the cookies. You brought it. I took a dollar right out of his piggy bank. Yes, I did. You got to make him earn it. You know, but especially do that. Spend some time. So far, we as a gathering, as the people that are watching, we said eating together, spending some time. Tisha said, I like the bills. Everybody has chores. Exactly. Give them chores. Give them the chores. To me, chores is something to say, thank you, Mom and Dad, for putting a roof over my head. I'm going to help you obtain the living status where we live. That's what the chores are for. Chores are not to give you any money. The only time I'll give you money if you surprise me of doing something out of the ordinary. Because I hear people, this is what they call out of the ordinary. But I got good grades in school. You're supposed to. How the heck are you going to get to college? Well, I didn't curse no one out. You're supposed to. You're supposed to be respectful for the to everybody. Like anything you tell me, I'm going to come back with a comeback. You know? Because I was like, I didn't get no allowance when I was young. Maybe that's why I'm like the way I am. No. My mom was like, ¿Qué allowance? ¿Qué allowance? Que tú vas a coger allowance? Mira este. My mom. I used to be like, Mom, can I get $5? ¿Para qué? Because I want to buy me some boy, there's food in the house right there. You know what I'm saying? And when I used to go to the store, I'd be like, you want me to go to the store? Or it's going to cost you $0.25. That's when I started learning the bill stuff. So my mom said, okay, no problem. She was like, here, go buy something for you to eat. But that was my mom's slick way. Here, here's 50 cents. Yes, people, 50 cents. That was a lot of money back in the days. Okay? But she's just like, here's 50 cents. Go buy yourself a pack of cookies. I'll be like, ooh, wow, thank you. Oh, yeah, since you're going to the store, I was like, wow, the catch-22. But, that's how it was, But my mom used to always tell me, and I got the bill from my mom thing. Because my brother started complaining, you don't help me, you don't do nothing. And then he started going out there, making his money. He came in one time, and my mom had food waiting for him. Because he said, why there's never food waiting? He said, because you act like you're not part of the family, because it's dinner time, and we're all supposed to be sitting together. So he ate, and she gave him a bill. No lie, gave him a bill. So that's where I'm getting that from, and that's what I'm going to use once my kid starts saying he wants allowance. You know what I'm saying? You want allowance? No problem. I'm giving you the light bill, the credit card bills, the electric bills, the cable bills. You know what I'm saying? All those things because you want allowance. You know what I'm saying? Not in it for free. And that's how you show, to me, I'm not saying it worked for everybody, but I think that's how you show a kid how to be responsible. So when he's out there in the world, or she's out there in the world, she will understand the liberty of having a buck in your pocket. And you don't go all nilly-willy and spending it all because you got $1. Because that's what's going on with the world right now with these kids. They make $1, they spend it $4. But you can't blame, because some of these adults, make $1 and they spending 6. So they're getting it from somewhere. Tisa said, I totally agree. Tessa said, I totally agree. Thank you. But I like this. I like that adults and parents can sit down and speak so we can figure out what do you do to help with your kids bringing up. Now, where you live also plays a part on how your kids are raised, because some of the kids do mimic where they live. So now you have to balance that out as well. So if you live in a terrible place where everybody doesn't care and doesn't do this, your kids are going to come to your house thinking they can do the same. So how do you balance that out without jumping the border of knocking them out, So these are little things that we learn by communicating with each other. And also each custom, each religion, and each culture brings up their kids differently. So learning about those things help as well. But my way, I think so far has been working. We're eating together, not letting them be entitled to anything. You want that video game? Cool. Bring up your grades. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't expect, my kid is 4, but I don't expect him if he gets older and he's been coming home with D's and he wants a video game. And I'm like, you want that video game? You better bring an A. No, that's like the impossible. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say just bring up your grades, at least a level. Wait, that game is $60? Oh, no, you got to bring it up a level and a half. You know what I'm saying? That's $60. If you were talking about 20 or 30, then we talk about 1 grade up, But give them something to work for, instead of just giving it to them. Chores, that's perfect. But if you're going to give them the chore, put a calendar up or something. These are the things you have to do. That's it. Don't tell them nothing no more. Don't be like, oh, why you didn't take out the garbage? Why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? Don't say nothing. Check it off. He was supposed to take out the garbage. Who took up the garbage? Oh, honey, you took it out? Okay, cool. Then when it comes to that day for allowance, because I never got one. But when it comes to that day for the allowance or for the video game or the whatever they wanted, you can give them an empty box. What's the empty box for? That's for your empty promises, because you were supposed to be doing those chores and you didn't do them. Oh, you didn't remind me. That's not my job. That's not my job. You want to become an adult? You want allowance? You want to earn something? Your job was to remember and to do it. My job was to make sure I give you the job. That's all. You'll see how the kids change. Big time. Tessa said, sounds like your upbringing was pretty similar to mine in the suburbs in Australia with my English immigrant parents. Yes, I know, because parents that I can say immigrant parents, Asian parents, like parents that came here and was not like born and raised in America, let's say, that came to any island. I'm not talking about just America. Like, let's say if they migrated to the Philippines, and then the reason why you moved was to have a better life. So you make sure that your kids are going to be raised that same way. Because if not, then what was the purpose of you moving to America or moving anywhere to have a better life if you're not going to show your kids how to have that life? Because I'll be one of them. If I was born, let's say, in Philippines, let's say, I always say Philippines because my wife is from there, and I migrated to America, and my kid tries to mess it up, I'll be like, no, I didn't come all this way to get everything now for you to screw something up. No. So that's why I think they more hard on us versus someone that just, was there. we were born raised poor. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There was times where we had candles to do. You gotta do your homework. I think that's why I was a fast homework person. Cause my mom be like, there ain't no light today. I'm like, oh man, let's hurry up and do the homework before the lights go down. You know what I'm saying? So we had to do the homework and clean and do all this before the lights go down. And my mom used to be like, you just have to learn how to deal with situations. And we dealt with it. That's I think why I am so like this, Like you have to how they call it? Adapt to your situations. And if you as an adult cannot adapt to a situation, how you think your kids are gonna adapt to a situation if you can't even handle it? You understand what I mean? If that makes any sense, Yes, when in Rome, do as Romans do. Tasha, you're so correct. I love them because they, not to jump off script, but they are like a cool couple. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they have arguments, maybe they don't. All couples have a little disagreement, but they're cool. Their music is cool, so you got to check them out. They call the Destiny Band Oz. Matter of fact, they nominees, correct? I think so. I think I don't remember. I got so many artists but there are certain ones like these guys that always are on my mind because I listen to their music. So, but anyway, Mama, how many minutes we have left? Oh, okay. So we got 2 minutes. So let's break it down again. Eat with your family. Try to make a permanent day, like each year or each month they have to get together. And I don't mean your cousins, your uncles, your aunts. No, I mean you and your kids. So if you're together with your husband and your wife, then your husband and your wife and your kids. That's the family I'm talking about. Eat with them. Don't give them anything they want. Let them earn it. Allowance for me, I say it's a no-no. You have to earn that. I'll buy you your clothes. I'll do this. I'll give you a little something money if you're going to go out with your friends. No problem. But you got to earn it and not earn it with things that you're supposed to do. Give them chores. Like Tesha said, give them they have chores, but don't remind them to continue doing their chores. Just put it up. Let them do the rest. And when they get that empty box, believe me, they're going to be checking wait, today's Tuesday, right, Mom? Okay, yeah. No, I got that, Mom. They'll make sure they doing it because they don't want that empty box. You know what I'm saying? So, or if you give them $20 a week, let's say, keep minusing every time you have to do something that they were supposed to do. $1 taken away, $1 taken away, $1 taken away. Then you give them the bill of a -20. What's this? That means that next week you don't even get money. You owe me $20 now. There's different ways how to make sure that they use the abilities that they want to be an adult. So with that said, I want to thank everyone that was watching today, and keep your comments coming if you're watching it pre-recorded. I love to hear the comments, and remember, always think with an open heart and eyes open, ears open, and clear your mind when you're speaking to someone, no matter what it is, politics, about children, anything. Because a closed heart and a hated heart would never see the right or wrong. This is Charles Laloma, and this is the LDM Show. I'll see you next week. And remember, if anything you want to talk about or in comments, put it down. And I will talk about it soon, maybe hopefully next week. So check you out. Be safe and be humble. And take care of your kids. See ya.